What's up, everyone? Hope you're having a crack at Sunday, Father's Day. For those that are fathers, congratulations, and have a great day. Hope you get spoiled. But we're going to start off with three games here. We've got the two Friday night games. We'll do one on the Saturdays, and then we'll do the last four on Monday. There, we've got a bit more time. So, Dogs v the Seagulls. This was a very interesting game. Obviously, a great win for the Dogs to round out the year. They were having a bit of a rough trot, obviously. Yeah, pretty well. Not as rough as the Eagles the last sort of 6 to 8 weeks, but it was great for them to come out and have a great game. And same for Braden Burns. He deserves this. He had an awesome start to his career, had a bunch of injuries in a row. He'd come back for a few weeks, get injured again. Very almost as similar to Bradman Best, for example, another BB, who came onto the scene, killed it. I think Best is a much more talented player at that stage than Burns was, but Best just keeps getting injured, never gets his chance to come out and do well. So great to see Burns playing for the Dogs now and actually putting in some good performances. So a 90 for him was spectacular. He had a 67 from DCE, he had the 2 try assists and the try this week, which was great. What you needed for that end of the year, especially with how poorly he went over that last little bit. He got down to under 700k for someone who's averaging 60, which is over 100k undervalued there. Olakau'atu had the great finish to his year as well. Maxi King, the 66 minutes, so great work for him. For Tyler Mariner, for those that own him, 47. He did his job, really, for those that brought him in that 400k mark. Definitely did a job for you. Josh Jackson had a really rough end to the year, didn't he? So 42 for him. Again, not the worst to finish. Matt Burton had a really, really rough year in the end, finishing off. So averaged 50 overall, but he had a stretch there where he was averaging 75, 80. Not great at the start, not great at the end. So I definitely think he's going to be one of those guys that we'll look to pick up next year at 700k and be one of the top guns in that half position. I really think so. With a better team that he's going to have, Reed giving him early ball, got Phil Kickout that he could use on that left-hand side. It's going to be very exciting for him. That's for sure. Karaz at 26, he's going to come out next year pretty expensive, to be honest, and he'll probably have a good year as well. But just probably a bit too expensive to start with. You have Collard finished off with a 13. It's obviously not ideal for those that played him in the centres against the Dogs. Just didn't do his thing, unfortunately. Eight tackles, 2 misses, 33 run meters. Ugh, terrible. And Adokar with 8. So again, I think he'll have a better year next year as well, with the team improving. So that's that game there. We got the Roosters v Bunnies, and so much come out of this one. We lose Joey Manu for the year, it looks like, with his calf injury. So Roosters, this was a game, obviously first game at Allianz, really exciting, but it's just always going to work out that way where there's going to be an injury or two. Cam Murray goes down with the head knock, first tackle, or second tackle or whatever. And he could be gone for next week as well. So it could be Manu gone, Murray gone. Looks like Murray, they should have him after this week. But, they're both going to play each other next week. And Accor, Allianz, does it really matter where they play? Like, they're both going to have their fans there. I don't know. Anyway, I get the grudge match and everything, but they're about to bash each other next week. And it only hinders their chances of winning the comp, I think, if they absolutely smash each other this week and then do it again next week. Anyway, Angus Crichton, good work for him. Egan Butcher, a massive game, 72 points in 43 minutes. But Crichton there, 74. So great ending to the year for him, and obviously traded him out, and he's averaged pretty well apart from 1 week. So annoying. Teddy with a try, a couple of line breaks, 275 meters gain was awesome. Tony Milne, a big game for him. Totola's had a really, really good end to the year, and he's going to finish up very close to 700k, which is pretty crazy. He's really taken his game to the next level. We spoke about guys like Toby Rudolph, who are getting bigger minutes and doing a better job for their side, and Totola's really stepped up and done that for the Bunnies, which has been really cool. Sammy Walker doing a great job for his side, really directing them around the park. He's kicking 462 meters, so they're really giving Keary more of that running role and giving that kicking to Walker, and he's improving out of sight. Goal kicking's been great as well, so that's that. Takaho with 48, so he's had a really decent game there. We thought he would come out and play well, and did so. Cody Walker 46. We had Isaiah Tass with 44, so he's had a nice little. He's been a nice little pickup for anyone that got him earlier in the year. Colin Matangi, not his best game, but also didn't get a lot of ball. 99 meters there. Did score a try, which got turned down, unfortunately. Mamazeles with 40 in his 50 minutes. So again, if there's any injury to guys like Cook, then he comes in and he's going to do a really good job. Just be aware of that for next year. Ed May that came out and got 33 minutes for 40 points. So work ethic was crazy there. Keary just the 173 meters. It's very interesting. Nat Butcher 36 and Mitchell 35. So both scores that you're not too excited about. You get 42 points out of Nat. 42 tackles out of Nat, but obviously the Sinbin killed his scoring. And then they have Manu obviously going off at 60 minutes there, and only 32 points was a bit of a pain. And we lose him for the year. Obviously, it doesn't matter for fantasy. Same with Cam Murray, but yeah, not good at all. So yeah, Murray with the 1 tackle, and off he goes. Johnson with 18. So another great year for him with his trust scoring there. And we'll go for one more here while we're here. This is a sad one for Warriors. They were obviously playing really good. I'm so excited for them playing at home, to be honest with you. Play so much better. I know they've played lesser teams at home, these last few. Dogs, Titans, these types of guys, and then away have been harder teams, but they play so much better at home, and it's very exciting for next year. Bringing guys like Luke Metcalf over and a few of these guys, so hopefully they play a lot better. But both for more, let's give a bit of a clap to him. He was one of the great buys this year. If you just held him the whole year, played most of the games, had a few lighter games, 30s and stuff throughout the start of the year. And the Titans are just a team that just gets massive scores at the back end of the year. So this is something to learn as well. Happened last year, it's happened this year again. Guys like Toby Sexton, he killed it the last month of the year. You see guys like Brimson, Tino, Jaden Campbell, all these guys killing it again the back month of the year, both for more as well, but big games for these guys, Campbell, Fodawaker, Tino, Brimson. So just be aware of that going into next year, that I don't think there's going to be any drastic improvement. I don't think they're all young fellas, right? So they're going to have that pep in their step heading to the back end of the season that a lot of the other teams don't, or the other ones are preparing for final series. So that's the thing to think about. Yeah, Joshy Curran with 2 tries there, but unfortunately 7 missed tackles killed him from getting a massive score. But if you own him, well done. Tanner Boyd had a really, really good end to the season. I'm really happy for him because he's a good player. And he was a great young player coming through. Just didn't get a lot of opportunity, a lot of bench time. So him getting that chance at the 7 role, he's really relished it and playing really well with AJ Brimson the last month. So I would put a lot of points on in this attacking outfit. Just the defense is their big issue. Ewan Aiken and Tohu Harris, 47-45, were both solid. Tohu's an interesting one, isn't he? He's going to be really cheap. He should be really cheap next year, about that 660, 670 to start with. So if you start with him, why not? Will be an interesting thing to think about. Tom Ale with 31 minutes for 41 points. He had great work ethic as well. You got Vaitaleo with 36 if you need to play him. Ciso Fafita. So Jojo Fafita there with 36. David Fafita, 34 and 58 minutes. So they seem to play him in spurts, which is interesting. Anyone else to really talk about? No, that's it. There you go. That's the 3 games, guys. We'll, as I jump in, do the 4 for the remainder in tomorrow's wrap-up, and then get into all our teams and see how we went and review them for the season. And then we'll leave you there, and we'll just got draft stars to finish out the year. There you go. Last 2 videos, guys. See you later.